Good day, everyone, and thank you for tuning in to DNEWS. On today's show, death-dealing robots in San Francisco, Putin speaks for himself, James Cameron makes a movie far too exciting for life, and we have a very special musical performance in store for you. And as always, we couldn't do without this month's sponsor of the show.
Justin, turd de toilette.
Oh, yes, I cannot wait to see what this smells like. Ah! Ah!
The scent of conformity.
You know, we've heard many wild accusations about misinformation being touted daily, and I'm reminded of something that my acting teacher once shared with me. She said, when questioning someone's intentions, don't listen to what they say. Look at what they do, because the truth is in the behavior. So with that in mind, let's take an in-depth look at our government's behavior. Currently, they are passing bills to censor the internet, take guns from legal owners, fine and jail dissent, seize property, label unvaxxed as mentally insane and lock them up, forcibly vaccinate. They're prioritizing and expanding the Medical Assistance in Dying program, or MAID. When you add all these actions up and you ask yourself, what could they want? What are they truly motivated for? Are they only motivated to protect the vulnerable, protect the environment, and protect our fundamental rights? Or is that all a big bright virtue signal meant to blind us from what's really going on? Ultimately, you have to decide for yourself.
Thank you so much. I think I have a good theory of the case, but what matters now is stopping the vaccination program, and the only way we can do that is waking up the general populace. This is what I call the greatest asymmetric information gap of my financial career. That's how Wall Street makes money. 90% of the people don't know something, 10% do, and you trade against them and you make money. Right now, we have 10% of the population that knows what we know, and the other 90% doesn't, except this trade's deadly. And the longer it goes on, people aren't going to lose money, they're going to lose their health and their lives. So we need to close this gap. And that's why I did this book and why I'm doing what I'm doing and why I spoke before Senator Johnson this week. The basic thing that we discovered was that there was a mixed shift from old to young in 21. Old to young. Predominantly older people with comorbidities died in 2020 from COVID itself. In 2021, that shifted. I'll just give you an example. In 2020, 40,000 millennials died excessively. In 2021, 61,000 died excessively. That's a 50% increase. Gen X didn't fare much better. About 90,000 died in 2020 because they're a little older, so some people had some comorbidities. 120 died in 2021. So it was about 500,000 in 2020 and 500,000 in 2021 excess American deaths.
Mitch Verigin, Druthers News, down here at Vaughan Mills, ground zero, or what you could call the red zone of a reunion tour that the trucking convoy is mounting here in the parking lot. There's a lot of flags waving today. It's very exciting. I don't know what we're going to find here, but we're going to go check it out. And what was your experience like last year?
Anybody who said that truckers were stealing food from homeless or food shelters and everything. It's none of this. There was no violence. There's no violence. There's nothing. Just
There was a lot of horn honking.
you know, there was horn honking, but it's,
Depending on who you ask, that's an act of violence.
no. In their books, yeah, but in our books, it's like this country should be a free country.
It's about the people, it's about community, it's about awareness, and it's about freedom, of course, because the anniversary, obviously, the reason we're all out here today is because it's the trucker convoy to Ottawa anniversary. So we're here to celebrate and stand behind those brave men and women that sacrificed so much for us. And not only that, but try to bring Canadians together. For us, we believe we just need to rely, we don't need our government, we just need to rely on one another.
I got evicted. I was selling and buying antiques at Prudham's Antique, and they evicted me because of my vehicle.
Just because you were parking your vehicle.
Yeah, they wouldn't. I couldn't park in the parking lot. I had to park on the service road, and they give me 3 months to vacate the place. So because they don't believe in freedom, I guess. Like I say, I'm not taking that off, and it'll stay there. And
It's a custom job. I like it a lot.
No, so that's why I spent 3 weeks, like I said, in Ottawa, and it was the best time in my life.
Okay.
Born in Croatia, I'm Serbian. I was a kid when the war started, so I experienced the war, I experienced the communism, fascism, and this is what the division is happening here with the politicians that's dividing unvax and vax. That's what they did to us, like Croatians, Catholics, Bosnian Muslim, and Serbian Orthodox. We used to be brothers and sisters, and then the war split us because the politician put the impact on people.
People are driving by all around us, and they're obviously inquisitive. They come on in, they join us, we're able to talk to them, and it's kind of spread the word a little bit.
Well, I can tell you it's very reminiscent of Ottawa. I mean, it was just like this. People cooking in the streets, giving out free food, asking if you want a hot dog. You know, what do you think scared Justin Trudeau so much about that demonstration that he had to invoke the Emergencies Act?
I don't know why he would invoke the Emergency Act. We're very peaceful people.
A lot of us immigrants came here because Canada was the #1 country to experience that there's like no problems. And now we're all reliving it, and with you guys as well, because you guys are a peaceful country and you're experiencing something that you never experienced before.
The World Economic Forum is interfering with our democracy and changing things for the worse, I think. We're heading towards a socialist, communist country, and people need to wake up and realize that. So,
Whoa. That's something to wake up to in the morning. So there you have it, folks. We have all types of people from all different backgrounds coming here to Vaughan Mills to express their desire for freedom. There's people giving out hot dogs. There's music playing. There's flags waving. There's lots of hugs. There's people with face paints. We found one guy with a tinfoil hat. And a whole lot of love. So I don't know what Justin Trudeau is so afraid of. And now it's time for a very special musical guest here to perform one of their original tracks. Please welcome Cam Waters and Nick Vieira from Double the Pleasure.
Found your love at the top of a tree. I tried to climb, but that was never my thing. I got a ladder, but it wouldn't reach. I couldn't run, 'cause you were pulling my strings. You were pulling my strings. A fireman came to get a cat out the tree. that major thing, just didn't want to leave. I pointed to above and told him about your love. He just looked at me like I was crazy, and then he left, and I was on my own. But I wasn't alone. And the leaves all bound, my love is too stunned, I can't seem to win. When will I learn loving just a word? I'm all tapped out, blowing in the wind again, yeah. Blowing in the wind again. Well, then a leaf fell down from the top of the tree. On it was a note from you to me. It said, don't give up, you're worthy of my love. You gotta find a way to reach me. It seems so hard, you make it sound so easy. You make it sound so easy. And the leaves all burn, my love is too stunned, I can't seem to win. When will I learn loving just a word? I'm all tapped out, blowing in the wind again, yeah. Blowing in the wind again, oh yeah. Well, I remembered some words that I heard a long time ago. I think they're the key to bring your love to me and join our two souls. Just be who you are inside your heart, and you won't ever be lonely. Yeah, that's what my mama told me. That's what my mama told me. And the leaves don't burn, my love is too stunned, I can't seem to win. When will I learn loving just a word? I'm all tapped out, blowing in the wind again, yeah. I'm blowing in the wind again. I'm blowing in the wind again, yeah. I'm blowing in the wind again, oh yeah.
Woo! Oh, yeah! Well, if your pleasure was just doubled like mine was, I've got good news. You can book Cam and Nick to play your event. They also do covers. Check them out at doublethepleasure.net. Not .com. That's something else, I'm told. Okay, we've got to take a short break, but when we come back, we're going to get to the news. Stay tuned. It's never been easier to make a big difference in your neighborhood with Druthers. Now you can have copies of Druthers newspapers delivered right to mailboxes in your neighborhood and wake up your community more quickly. We make all the arrangements with the printer and with Canada Post, so all you need to do is place your order here, decide how many addresses you would like delivered to, and which postal code area you would like them delivered around. And that's it. We'll take care of the rest. Good day, everyone. Welcome back to DNEWS. It's a crime to feed and clothe the homeless without a permit. The Oshawa City's Bylaw Enforcement Division fined an organizer for putting together Christmas stockings for the homeless at the city's downtown Memorial Park. The event was hosted by Communities for Freedom, an association of friends made during the Freedom Convoy who wanted to help rebuild their community. And San Francisco Police Department asked officials to approve of police being able to deploy killer robots in extreme situations. While officials originally voted in favor of it, San Francisco officials reversed their decision after a public outcry against the policy. We all know that there are two sides to every story and that the truth lies somewhere in between. And we've heard the West side. They stand with Ukraine. Russia's bad. Zelensky is Man of the Year. But have we heard Putin's side? Why not? There have been many politicians and journalists speaking for him, but no broadcasts of he himself speaking in his own words. So I thought it was about time to share a little perspective with this audience. Let's hear it straight from the horse's mouth. How does Putin feel about how politics work in the U.S.?
У меня есть определенная доля. Понимаете, я уже общался и с одним президентом США, и с другим, и с третьим. Президенты приходят и уходят, а политика не меняется. Знаете почему? Потому что очень сильна власть бюрократии. Вот человека избрали, он приходит с одними идеями, к нему приходят люди с кейсами, хорошо одетые и в темных, как у меня, костюмах, но только не с красным галстуком, а с черным или с темно-синим. И начинают объяснять, как нужно делать. И все сразу меняется, понимаете? Это происходит от одной администрации к другой.
And Dr. Peter McCullough states that prior to the vaccine, an average of 29 soccer players per year in the EU have cardiac issues. In 2021, there have been 1,598 players collapsing on the field, several of whom have died. Not to mention the 2 reporters who collapsed and the fan who suffered cardiac arrest, which they called happy heart syndrome after his team won. It sounds like a good thing. And James Cameron murders a fan by making a movie far too exciting for life. Yes, an Avatar 2 fan has died after suffering what was suspected to be an excitement-induced heart attack while watching the movie. Of course, it would be insensitive to ask this gentleman's vaccination status. No, that was only important last year when he was buying his ticket or going for something to eat. You know, I went to the movie, and I too was really excited to watch. But what I found when I got there was buying the extra large Big Gulp was a big mistake. You see, the movie's 3 hours long, and it's called The Way of Water. So the entire movie, there's nothing but rushing rapids and water splashing and diving, and you know what I mean? Like, I had to whiz. Bad. Real bad. And I don't think I was the only one. I saw many people exit their seat and miss crucial moments of the movie. So, was this man really having a heart attack that was excitement-induced, or was he holding his pee so hard that his heart exploded? It's either your bladder or your heart, ladies and gentlemen. I chose my bladder. No, what did I choose? I chose to whiz when I had to, okay? And I missed half the movie, but whatever. The Way of Water, it's away she goes. And now, please welcome back to the stage Nick and Cam from Double the Pleasure.
Always on the side that'll never end. She says I'm going nowhere and I've got no plan. Try to make myself to a better man. Yeah, I'll keep on running, always keep on running. She wants a couple children just like her friends. She can reap the crowd and the compliments. Always on the side that I never am. Yeah, I keep on running, always keep on running. And I say what I say. I don't need permission to be living how I'm feeling now. It ends the way it ends. Yeah, I guess it's just my time to play the grown-up game. She wants a house with the picket fence. I don't make that money and that makes no sense. Always crying out for a handyman, someone to do her favors, but when she has plans, maybe I can say what I want to say. Living in a fucked up society. Yeah, everyone I know just goes away. Yeah, they keep on running, always keep on running. And I say what I say. I don't need permission to be living how I'm feeling now. The way it always ends. Yeah, I guess it's just my time to play the grown-up game. I guess it's just my time to play the grown-up game. I guess it's just my time to play the grown-up game. I guess it's just my time to play the grown-up game. Say what I say. I don't need permission to be living how I'm feeling now. The way it always ends. Yeah, I guess it's just my time to play the grown-up game. Thank you.
Woo! Wow! Hot fire! Man, these guys friggin' rock. That was amazing. You know what pisses me off is Bieber can sell his bullshit song collection for $200 million, but these guys aren't on tour. Let's change that. To book them for a live performance, just visit doublethepleasure.net, not .com. Don't get those confused. I checked .com during the break, and it's not them. All right, that about does it for this edition of DNEWS. Thank you so much for watching. And if you'd like to keep up with all the absurdities happening constantly, subscribe to our newspaper at druthers.net. And if you think that your neighbors need to see this information too, then try out our new neighborhood mail service, where you can have druthers delivered anonymously to everyone in a postal code of your choosing. All right, for me and all the crew here at Druthers, thanks for watching. Keep living, keep loving, and keep on observing. MV out.